What up? What up? Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Whatever time it is right now as you are listening to this. It is what time is it right now? 10:06. I'm supposed to be in bed. I gotta get up at 4:45 tomorrow to get ready for work early in the morning. You know, got caught up chatting with a friend of mine, but definitely wanted to come in and make this kind of emergency live stream, emergency vlog, whatever you want to call it. It's a wrap for Kanye, man. It's a wrap for Kanye. Done. Like, finito. Do not pass go. Do not collect the, $100. Like, it's a wrap for Kanye. Like, you know, which is crazy because I mean we've been through some shit. Like, as if you're a Kanye fan, you're a Ye fan. You've been through some shit with the motherfucker, right? We've been through, his early career, college dropout, of course the beats and stuff. I'm his solo career. Yeah, we had the beats. We had his producer time, but college dropout and late registration and graduation and what else did that? Was it 808s and Heartbreak? Was that the next album? 808s, and then what we had? Was it My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and Yeezus, or whichever came first or second, and Life of Pablo and all of the good music and all like the highest of highs, the guest verses, right? And yeah, we had the George Bush doesn't care about black people. We had the slavery was a choice stuff, right? We had the I'm not going to say what race, what right? His stuff with the like we had all of these moments, and sometimes it got really like as a Kanye fan, you're used to kind of being, oh man, like kind of not embarrassed or ashamed, but again, no one wants to hear about their like hearing other people constantly shit on and dump on their favorite artists in ways in which you can't really like defend, right? Like, you know, now I don't disagree with all of his commentary as it pertains to like certain things he was saying about black people not being in control of hip hop and Jewish handlers of certain people and all of that stuff. Yeah, I agree with it. But the I love Hitler and all of this shit and like all of that stuff, it was rough. And then we thought, okay, Vultures, him and Ty Dolla Sign, we coming back. Oh, I God forget him going to the Trump White House, which again, I personally don't have a problem with it. If you're an American citizen, you are allowed to endorse and support whoever you want to, right? So again, that wasn't something that I personally had a problem with. Um, but people gave him shit for it, right? And so here we are. He gets dropped from all of these, his all these labels, and he gets kicked out of his bank, and he talked about it, how he was banned from restaurants and all that stuff. He gets with Ty Dolla Sign, drops, tells us, yeah, I'm dropping Vultures 1, Vultures 2, Vultures 3. We get Vultures 1, which I really like Vultures 1, right? Don't get Vultures 2, Vultures 3. Announced the last couple of days is coming May 3rd in his interview with Justin LeBoy. And then I think yesterday is when I saw it. I saw this article from TMZ saying that he was getting into porn. Now, when I heard this, I did not believe it. However, it was not unbelievable. I'm going to repeat that. When I saw the story going around that Kanye was getting into pornography, I did not believe it. However, it was not unbelievable. Right? Why did I not believe it? Well, we've kind of heard Kanye talk about porn. You know, like porn is, what it did to his marriage and everything, and how it kind of corrupts you, your soul and all of that good stuff. Like, so we heard that, and yeah, was this like back during the whole Christian era? And it's kind of crazy saying the Christian era, by the way. But Jesus is King, even Donda, like the tail end of Donda. Um, Excuse me, that whole period. So it was a couple of years ago. No, no, no. But then even somebody made the point that hold on, I, I'm gonna find this because somebody made a great point where they was talking about how a couple of months ago he was talking about um yeah. Hold on, let me share this screen with you guys. I want to share this and so that how to, oh, I should have practiced this before I started. Yeah, so basically the point is he was talking a couple of months ago, even past the the Jesus era, about um pornography and okay. All right, I got it. All right. Hold on. Okay, look at this. This was 15 months ago. The use of porn destroyed my family, but Jesus will heal everything. Remove any and all forms of pornography from Twitter and every platform. Pornography is the product of pedophilia. He spelled pedophilia wrong. When grown men look at porn, they are watching someone's daughter relive trauma for money. Okay? Th- like, this was a couple of months ago. And look where we are now. The man is producing porn. Like, I saw the story again. It was, I didn't believe it, but it was not unbelievable either. And I say that because for the past couple of months, Kanye has had his wife Bianca out here in these streets dressed like a whore. You know, and to be clear, I'm pro people doing what they want because I sure enough don't want y'all to be telling me what to do or making my life harder, right? And so the way to have your own personal freedom is you got to give people the freedom that they want as well. So this is not a you can't like I'm anti whores existing, right? Which wouldn't matter because whores have existed since the beginning of time. But his wife Bianca was out here dressed like a whore, right? Like it was a popular topic of conversation. I'm actually going to see if I could go to uh, okay. Let's see if we can get to Google Images. All right, Bianca Sensori. All right, so look at this. Titties out, titties out. What else? What else? Like this has been his wife for the past couple of months, and we've seen it. There's been articles written about it. About look at this. Look at this. Who brings their wife out like this, right? And yeah, he's an artist, all of that. I got you. Cool, 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 cool. Right? But this is a get down. Another one, just titties out. And so you have this dude. He's been out here bringing his wife out like this in the streets. And again, I'm not anti-whore existing. It's your life. You can be a whore if you want. But a man who has his wife out here like this in the street, this is why it wasn't unbelievable when I saw the story that he was getting into porn. Because this was just not a normal thing to do, right? Even women like Beyonce, she gets on stage and dresses sexy and everything, right? Jay would never have his wife out here dressing like this, right? He probably would end that relationship before he would be seen in public with Beyonce dressing like this. So, and then we know, Kanye and Kim, like he used to brag about, his wife being famous of a sex tape. And again, if you're a Kanye fan, this was kind of the thing. So, yeah, his wife's in the streets like this. And so when I saw the story saying that, yeah, he's getting into porn, I was like, I don't believe this, but it's it's not, 100% unbelievable because of like all this shit that you see in here. Um, and then today you go, Kanye went on Twitter. That's where I saw it, and he had, and I can't see it now because I blocked him. I mean, I can go and unblock him for a second. Matter of fact, yeah, let me go ahead and unblock Kanye for a second while I go and pull up his debaucherous ass. I'm I'm so mad right now. Hold on. All right, look, yeah, he's blocked, but I'm gonna go ahead and unblock him. Okay, he's still blocked, but okay. Look at this shit.
Go to Yeezy.com.
Yeezy porn is coming. Yeezy porn is coming. He got the little sexy voice and everything.
Go to Yeezy.com.
And then
Go to
you go here. He got the link to his website, and it's just clothes and stuff for right now. But yeah, then he got this. And again, this probably should have been a sign as well. The see-through clothing, which again we've seen, girls wearing. You saw Tyler wearing that to the game, and we've seen Bianca wearing it. Um, oh shit, it didn't. Sorry. All right, guys, look, yeah. So you go to the website and you see the clothes, and you see this little the see-through T-shirt, right? You know, girls been wearing that, Bianca and stuff, and I think India Love and Tyler. And you got the clothes, and then he got his interview, Justin LeBoy, and he got the Vultures album. And so I'm assuming porn is coming soon to Yeezy.com. And this is it. Like, there's no coming back from this. This is the end of Kanye West. Yay. Yeah, it's done. Done. I say it's done because there's no going back from it. You can't come back from pornography, right? Even people who watch pornography, and a bunch of men watch pornography, there's such a stain with getting involved with it openly, right? Because yeah, jerking off in your own house. Now I don't recommend it, but it happens. Hell, I do it. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm some holier than thou hypocrite dude. Yeah, but we all do it in the privacy of our homes, probably with some shame because we know we shouldn't be doing it in the first place. But to get involved in being a producer of pornography, yeah, it's dirty. Even with the normalization of OnlyFans and all of this stuff, it's still viewed as dirty. It is. It's like, nah, that's nasty. You go over there, like Tiger does porn. Tiger does pornography. He produces porn. I think he's in some porn videos himself. But that's it. You're never gonna be able to move past and get past that as a producer. Now, if you go and do porn as like a woman, and then you have regrets and you come and you try to like live your life right and put the past behind you, yeah, society allows for that to happen. But if you are a porn producer, if Kanye West, one of the greatest artists of all time, and you out here just getting involved with the porn, and so I tweeted, "Hey man, it ain't too late. It is not too late to get off that train. You know that Kanye train. It ain't too late, and it's still not too late to get off the Kanye train because that this train has left the station. It is gone. Right? All of those fan pages, they're shocked, they're appalled, they're like, I'm not going to support pornography. And I salute that, by the way, for the fan pages to have the balls to say, look, he's my favorite artist. I'll rock with him outside of this little thing, but I'm never gonna endorse pornography just because he's out here, endorsing that. And I do respect it. But get off the train. Because what? You're going to support his clothing and his music to help financially support his porn business? Because it goes into the same pot. Buying his clothes, buying his music, which he will then use to produce pornography. Nah, no, no. He's lost in the darkness. And I tweeted that. I said, Kanye is lost in the darkness. Yay, whatever. He is lost in the darkness. He doesn't have people around him to. Oh, maybe he does. And his ego is so massive that he can't see that he's lost the plot, right? Because even before the Jesus is King era, I would have been fine if he just wanted to go back to being who he was before that, right? Um, nah, I want to curse and because Kanye was always talking about sex and this and that and very pornographic, you know, as an artist, right? Like if you haven't heard the Drunken Love remix with Kanye, it's like he paints a very vivid picture. So this is a dude that's been kind of upfront with that, like his sexuality and like the type of sex that he likes and yada yada yada. But even knowing all of that, there's just something about porn that just makes it icky. It's so dirty. Don't want to be a part of it. Don't want to be associated with this at all. Not even a little bit. As a fan, and many of you don't either. And I'm here to tell you, it is okay to get off the train. Trust me, get off the train now because if not now, when? When? And so what? You gonna put the porn on the site where all the teenage fans are gonna get clothes from, Kanye? Really? And see, this is all Kanye's in this whole fuck God thing right now, which he hasn't put it that way explicitly. But if you've been watching him, if you've been listening to the songs, there was some snippets that came out from some stuff to expect on Vultures 3, even though Vultures 2 is not even out, where he talks about don't pray for me because Jesus didn't come when I call, something like that. And if you remember his post when Carnival went #1, he said like fuck you to the Christians. Like he's been on this whole thing of F God because God didn't come when I needed him. And see, this is why I'm also kind of so against prosperity preaching and prosperity preachers for like stuff like this. Because the arrogance of believing that because you are a Christian, a believer, that that God is like some genie where you call on him and he comes and he does whatever you think he should do. That's no. But there are preachers out there that is their mindset, right? The whole prosperity preaching thing, when you really boil it down, it is kind of this belief that like when the praises go up, the blessings comes down. Says who? Says who? The Bible talks about it raining on the just and the unjust, right? I mean, look at the story of Job. There is no connection to your belief in how good things are going to be in your life. And Kanye early on, when he had his conversion into the Jesus is King era, he would talk about how he was committed to a mental institution and how he was in so much debt and he didn't see no way out, and so and he gave himself to Christ, and then he saw these things go away. He was making more money than he was in his life. He was feeling better. He was away from the toxic environment and everything. But here's the thing: he tied his belief and his faith to things going well in his life, right? So his belief in God was totally dependent on these good things and great things are happening in my life. And the problem with doing that is that eventually things are not going to go well in your life. Many times self-inflicted, by the way, Because I mean, Kanye, you married a woman who not Bianca. Is Kim? You married a woman who got famous off of a sex tape. Um, you lasted longer than people thought. This was not going to be the woman that was going to ride with you down a Christian conversion. That just wasn't going to happen. And so, yes, when he started getting into his faith, going one way, and Kim was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna try this. Yeah, nah, I'm not with it." Relationship broke down, and he tried to get his family back. He would beg for them back. He went through that thing with Julia Fox in public, like, which was also a dark time. Him and Pete, like, there's been some dark moments. So in a way, we should have seen the signs on the wall. But just Kanye being a porn producer, it still blows my mind. It blows my mind. The dude that was on stages with Jay Z and Rihanna doing "Run This Town" is gonna be out here producing porn. Like, this ain't crazy to y'all. This is nuts. Insanity. I can't wrap my mind around it. I like, why? Why? And so again, the dangers of prosperity preachers. So many of these individuals have convinced Christians, again, to tie their belief in God to good things will happen, great things will happen. Uh, your financial situation will be increased. Your love life will be better. Your, blah 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 blah. X, Y, and Z. My cat's in the background. Just ignore him, right? These are the promises of the prosperity preacher, and the dangers, and why they are so dangerous. Once they are no longer, or once the individual hits a rough patch, and and their life isn't going as well as it was when they first gave their life to Christ. Now, guess what? A bitterness kind of seeps in. Some anger gets in there as well. Um, because now you're like, okay, where are you, God? Right? You're looking around, you see all these bad things happening, and again, most probably self-inflicted. But even if it's totally divorced from you, right? Just your parents die, and your rent hikes so high you can't afford it, whatever, right? Because some things are out of our control. Um, when you have been led to believe that the belief in God is attached to great and good things happening into your life, and when the bad happens and you're praying and stuff, and things probably get worse for you, yeah, you're gonna lose your faith. Which is why what these preachers do is so bad, it's so toxic. And so Kanye losing his faith. Well, yeah, he had faith in, oh, I'm joining the church, and I'm giving my life to Christ, and look at my life. Oh, all my debt is gone, and I'm at peace, and yes, but again, if your belief is tied to how good things are in your life, once the shit hits the fan, your belief in God is going right behind it. And now he's in his fuck God era. He is. And so he didn't go from being a believer to just being, I'm not, I don't want to be that guy anymore. He went from being a believer, like, you know, not cursing on his albums, doing tours with the Sunday Service Choir. He went from that to doing things anti God, anti the Christian religion, in a purposeful way too. I don't know why that word was so hard for me to say. He's doing this on purpose. So, hey man, get off the train. I'm telling you, get off if you are on the Kanye train right now, get off the train. Right? Who cares if you watch porn at home? Well, you shouldn't. But again, doing things nefariously in your private life and signing your name to be a producer of pornography, um, when you have a bunch of fans and teenage fans and children as fans and all of that stuff, that's just it's nasty, right? And who knows? That could be just the inner hypocrite in us, right? Like, oh, we got a problem with Kanye making porn when I think like 70% of Christian men watch porn or like admit to watching porn. Um, but it is different. It feels different. It feels nasty. I'm off the train. I blocked Kanye on Twitter and Instagram. Yeah, this is it. Uh, you know, appreciate the man he was. Be thankful for the man that he was. He gave us some great music. He gave us some great moments. He gave us some self esteem. If you didn't have the high self esteem, he made music that helped you be a fan of yourself and kind of appreciate yourself and love yourself. And you know what? Nah, I am this dude, right? He did that for us. But sometimes with that Jay Z line, you hang around so long, you see yourself turn into a villain. Yes, Kanye lost the plot. He lost the plot, right? And so I don't want to be a part of none of this porn stuff. I don't want to be a part of buying his music, buying his clothes, to even support the porno stuff. I don't want to be part of that, even in the slightest. No, just disgusted, really. Right now, is there this small chance that this is some like big misdirectional prank? Yeah, because he's Kanye. But even if it is, like, why would you even want people to think that you're being associated with pornography? It's just nasty, nasty. Um, what time is it? 10:32. I've been on here for what, like 27 minutes. It's this is really just so disappointing, man. Like, oh man, I just there's nowhere for us to go from there. Like, I'm telling you, get off the train. Get off the train. Um, yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Salute to the 11 people that were watching today. Thank you. It's more than what I had last time, which I think it was 8. Um, yeah, this is a sad day for Kanye fans. A sad. What was his? What was it? What would his mom think? One of the most artistically gifted motherfuckers walking the face of the earth is gonna be out here producing porn, like standing next to fluffers. And again, there's a certain level of hypocrisy that I have to take accountability for, because unfortunately, and I say unfortunately because I actually don't. I watch pornography, so again, I understand that there is a certain level of hypocrisy coming from me right now. It's kind of hard to stand on some some this is despicable stuff when I partake in it, right? Like, I'm the customer base. It's just, can't we have shame back again? Right? Like, when people did weirdo stuff and wild stuff, and you just never in their personal life, whatever. Like, you want your name attached to this, dude? Like, why? Why? He's complaining already that Kim doesn't let him make decisions about his kids and his what. You think you're gonna get power now? Yeah, Kim made a sex tape, but you think a judge is gonna allow you, who is currently a porn producer, to make any decisions about these kids now? What are you doing? It's Nala, not now. I'm not in the mood, Nala. I'm not in the mood. It's Nala. I you know, man, I'm actually, I don't even care. I'm actually, I don't care. That's how mad I am right now. And he don't have to give a fuck about me. You know, I'm big on the fact that artists don't belong to us, right? Like these are individuals who share their gifts with us, and they have a great impact on our lives. And so this isn't some ownership thing with like I feel like Kanye got to live the life that I want him to live. Like no, fuck me. But I do have a right to say I'm disappointed, and I think this is some nasty, nasty shit you about to do. Um, and with somebody who has your influence, especially amongst the youth. Like Kanye is one of the few rappers of his age that has such a connection to the youth, right? Like he's in his 40s, I believe. That Kanye's in his 40s. Um, hold on, let me hold on. How old is Kanye? 46 years old. This man is 46 years old, about to embark on a new venture to produce pornography. Like I'm seeing these, they're all old as hell. Drake's 37, acting like he acting right now in his beef. Kim's 43, still being a attention whore, and Taylor Swift is 34, writing these teenage songs. And this poor girl is a year younger than me, caught up in this. This is again 46-year-old embarking on a new business venture to produce pornography as he sells and would link it to his website. Why can't I be a fan of normal people? I feel like everybody I end up being a fan of ends up doing something that's like Michael Jackson, who I love. I mean, everyone likes Michael Jackson, but we know what happened with Mike. R. Kelly, I'm a big R. Kelly fan, and R. Kelly with the teenage girls. Kanye, out here producer. It's like I could never find somebody who's normal that I could be a fan of, or who at least keeps their perversions tucked away. Because again, most people have perversions. We just keep them away from everybody else. We don't force people to have to indulge in our perverseness. And so he's lost in the darkness. And now I'm going in circles. I'm gonna stop. The man is lost in the darkness. If you are on that train, I really do urge you to get off before you are lost in the darkness as well. This is how it happens. Um, this is never thought I would see the day. Never thought I would see the day where my favorite artist of 2024 really would be out here producing pornography and trying to sell it to his fans. Again, many who are young. Um, yeah. Uh, I'm signing off, and I really do hope that my words reach somebody who is a Kanye fan who is wavering on maybe he'll get past this or no, get off the train. Get off the train. Off the train now. Please jump off. I don't care. I don't care where you land. Jump off the train. So that's it. I'll see you guys. I don't know when. I really don't. It could be tomorrow. It could be next week. Who knows? Uh, but yeah, have a good night.